I'm Dave.
And I'm Pete.
And you're watching Into the Studio.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave.
And I'm Pete.
Today we have the Explorer.
I don't usually go for this body style, but I like this
freaking
guitar.
love this thing.
Yeah, well, I can understand why. It sounds awesome. It plays great.
I love it.
It's the body style that, because you can't put them in a holder. You can't put them in a guitar rack.
This thing is awesome.
This thing is awesome. That's
It
because
is.
you own it.
It is awesome.
Yeah,
I've
It
never
is
had
really
an
cool.
Explorer, and this is cool.
It is. I like the color scheme on it. I like the sound on it. I love the neck on it. I mean, it's comfortable to play. It sounds amazing.
I love this thing.
You got a steal of a deal on this, and
This thing is awesome.
it is.
So, unfortunately, there isn't much information on it. I got
Which
this from
is-
Guitars Guard.
It's weird that they don't have all the specs.
I know. So the research that I did do, all it says for the body is solid body, set neck, which is awesome, reverse headstock. Firefly is known for the bone nut, stainless steel frets, rosewood fretboard. I'm assuming that that's exactly how this is. Because with their Les Paul styles, that's what they do. And this looks and feels the same. Definitely is a bone nut. Feels like stainless steel frets. Very well polished too. And what's awesome is they round their frets. Now, one thing that I really love about rounded frets, number one, is you're not gonna have any feeling like, it's not gonna stick to anything because they're rounded. And if you didn't know this, you will now, that rounded frets, what they actually do, they will cut the fret to the guitar, and before it's installed in the guitar, they actually round the entire fret end. So they're doing a lot of extra work before even installing the frets into the guitar. So they can get a really high polish, get it all ready to go, and then they pre-round them before they even put them on the fretboard.
Which is nice, because it's nice not to feel them when you're coming down.
Oh, it's amazing.
And especially if you're doing like some vibrato or something, you know what I mean? All in all, rounded, it works better. If you
just
can get a
feels
guitar
awesome.
with rounded frets, you want it.
The only thing I don't like is I wish they would have put some sort of rounding on the fretboard itself. It doesn't do anything for playability. However, it's sharp. It's not sharp where it's going to cut you, but if that was a rolled edge, it's so much more comfortable to slide up and down the neck.
Practicing for later?
It doesn't stop playability, yes. But that's one thing I wish they would have taken that. You take the extra step of physically rounding off every single fret before you put it in the board. I wish you would have taken the extra step and rounded and rolled the edge. Because you can see, it's just a binding,
Yeah.
but it's sharp.
It does. It has...
Because it literally just comes to a square at the top. It just comes to a right angle, and that's it. So...
Still, in itself, that is the only issue with this.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I love it.
We're gonna.
This thing's awesome.
I kind of feel like almost every guitar we buy is gonna have one issue or another. Something stupid like that, something menial. Take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not missing fret dots. It's not missing tuners.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with it.
The fretboard isn't cracked like we've had on.
As you saw in the unboxing, I was actually afraid that this was going to be busted down here because this is the corner that you could see from the box.
Yeah.
But
I remember that
no
too.
issues. This thing is awesome, solid. All around, this is versatile, and I love it.
The day we did the unboxing, he calls me and he's like, "Yo, get over here. I got something new. You're gonna like this." And the whole way over, I'm trying to figure it out. Then he wouldn't tell me what I'm looking at the end, and I'm like, "What did you buy?" Sure enough, Explorer.
I've always wanted one.
Again, why didn't you ever buy one?
I don't know. But when I saw it, I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted one. I've always wanted a Jackson Kelly as well, which is very similar. I'm really happy with it. I love this thing. This thing is awesome. I love the way it sounds. It has great tone. The action is ridiculous on here. I mean, it's just like...
Yeah, it feels like a
crazy.
Sheck.
It's lower than a Sheck.
Nothing's lower than a Sheck.
Feel that.
I have felt it. Nothing is lower than the Sheck. It's about the same.
I think it's lower.
Yeah.
If I compare it to my Sheck next door, it's lower. It is.
Maybe by a micrometer or two.
It is low.
It is low. It's about the same.
Maybe
because
but
eventually
maybe because that's the D-shaped neck.
But this is as low as you can take them too, because otherwise you have to watch your weather and everything else for the neck swell. You know what I
I'm
mean?
thinking maybe with the D-shaped neck, that's why it feels better to me than the Schecter with the C-shaped neck.
Yeah, that
Maybe
neck.
that's what it is.
Shecks, you either love them or you hate them.
Well, I mean, I like it, but this just, I feel it, just because I'm a Les Paul style, that's what I go to. Doesn't matter what brand it is. If I see a Les Paul style body, I'm like, oh man, I gotta pick that thing up. And
yeah, that's pretty much everywhere we go to.
so
Which is cool, because I
maybe
do the
that's
same
why
thing with...
this feels like home.
I do that more with the Strat styles, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's preference.
Yeah, and that's why I think maybe that's what it is, because this feels like home. When I'm on here, it's like...
Yeah, it's what you're used to. So, yeah. I mean, I get it, and I'm just breaking your stones on that, because, I mean, I love the guitar, honestly. The only thing is, I play with a strap, you don't, so for me, anything that I can't just set, I can't play.
Understandable. The only thing I may do to this is solid under here. There's the cavity here. Now, you can buy kits where these are routed out, and that's why the pickguard is so big. But I'm thinking I may pull this off just to see if that burst looks that good. I think that would look better without the pickguard. And then what I'll do is I'll just get a poker chip.
Yeah, you could do that. That's the one thing I don't like, where the tone switch is.
Well,
like down here by your volume knobs where you can just reach back and give it a click. Up here you have to physically come down, hit it, and then when you're coming back up, like you have to reach all the way across the strings. What do you mean, no you don't?
If you're playing, and then you can go right into a lead, you know what I mean?
But you have to, how are you gonna hold your note?
If you were doing...
If you're playing leads.
And you could do this, or if you're getting ready to play a lead, your rhythm guitarist is, right?
All right. If you're gonna argue that, as far as playing leads, yes.
This being such a big horn, it's very easy to get to. Now, if it was back here, it would be tougher. But being that it's literally right here, you could...
I'm just a lot more comfortable with them either down by the volume knobs where you're coming back, you can come up and just kick it quick.
Or up here, like on the Les Paul, you could...
Yeah, like where this one is, where you just, it's right there.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
But I could see both sides of the argument, you know what I mean?
I think that switch can go anywhere, and somebody's gonna have a problem with it.
True. But,
at least nobody decided, let's put one on the head.
Yeah, right.
You see that? Quick!
This is cool, though. I really do like it.
It is. I like the color scheme on it.
And the reverse headstock's awesome. Like, I mean, it's just, it's like a traditional. I mean, it's really cool.
It is. It is.
All right, guys, you got to hear how this thing sounds, because now I want to play it. So let's check it out.
Let's do this.
All right. Guys, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to write like a little song. That way you can hear how the guitar sounds in a song. So tell me what you think if you like this concept, just changing it up a little bit. All right, let's check it out.